반갑습니다.
Nice to meet you all.
저희들은 한국에서 온 뮤지션 노래극단 희망사입니다.
We came from South Korea. It's called HopeBird.
분단된 한국에서 통일과 평화를 노래하는 극단입니다.
We are the HopeBird. We're from the South Korea because which is the division by the foreign forces.
오늘 이 역사적인 광장에서 수많은 뮤지션들과 우리 시민들과 함께 이 자리에서 노래로 함께 하게 되어 영광입니다.
We are honored to be here to perform here for all of you with as an artist.
그 누구도 인간의 존엄과 평화를 힘으로 짓밟을 수 없습니다.
No one can trample us who is dignity.
부당한 지배에 저항하고 평화를 사랑하는 여기 계신 시민들 모두의 마음은 하나입니다.
We are the one mind who fight against the injustice, and we are all one.
감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
Die Koreanen zijn allemaal christelijk, hè?
The war in Ukraine is caused by NATO's eastward policy. The war in Ukraine is a genocide campaign by Zionist Israel to take over Palestine. The imperialist camp led by the US is waging wars around the world with fascist and other pro-imperialist puppet regimes. They are manipulated to launch a World War III under the new Cold War strategy to deflate the political and economic crisis and continue to dominate the world. Imperialism is the root cause of wars on a global scale and is also solely responsible for provoking wars. The imperialist camp is trying to provoke and induce wars in Eastern Europe, the Middle East, and East Asia to accelerate the World War III. The World Anti-imperialist Platform was founded in Paris in October 2022 to strengthen the anti-imperialist struggle on a global scale in the context of the serious current war. The World Anti-imperialist Platform established with revolutionary parties from all around the world in Paris, October 2022, has organized the International Conference and Anti-imperialist Mass Struggle in Belgrade, December 2022, Caracas, March 2023, in Seoul, May 2023, Athens in November 2023. The flames of World War III, which began in Eastern Europe, are spreading into East Asia through the Middle East. Currently, there is a high probability of escalation of war in Eastern Europe and a high probability of opening war in East Asia. The recent terrorist attack in Russia are a dangerous provocation by the imperialist powers to push Russia to accelerate war in Europe. In the Middle East, the Palestine war is quickly escalating into a Middle East war. The protest against Israel by the people spreading all over the world is pushing Israeli and the imperialist forces into a corner. Meanwhile, the US-backed puppet fascist Yoon Suk-yeol regime in South Korea is constantly conducting the war military exercise to invade the North Korea. Claiming North Korea is the main enemy, preemptive attack to North Korea. From 4th to 14 in March, they held a dangerous nuclear war exercise in which 12 countries, including South Korea and the US, participated under the name of Freedom Shield, even revealing the beheading leadership of North Korea. On March 24, on the 25th anniversary of the NATO bombing of Yugoslavia, the musical troops HopeBird, as you see, which sings about the reunification of Korea, commemorated the victims of the NATO bombing in front of the Eternal Flame Monument in Belgrade and began the first leg of the European tour with the World Anti-imperialist platform. It was a very successful event and many people have gave applause as you gave. The revolutionary troops HopeBird will travel across the Europe from Amsterdam here in Netherlands and Brussels in Belgium, Paris in France, Frankfurt in Germany, London in Britain, and other cities to perform anti-imperialist and anti-war cultural performance against imperialist wars to aggression. One of their songs, the Song of May, is a song that captures the resistance spirit of the South Korean people who fought against the military coup d'etat orchestrated by US imperialism in 1980. At the time, the military fascists isolated the city of Gwangju, crushed tens of thousands of people who rose in armed protests and eventually seized power. There are other songs, as you heard just right before. Listen, Yankee expressed the will to struggle for the withdrawal of the US imperialist army, which is still stationed in South Korea and taking over the operational control of the South Korean army and manipulating the South Korean regime. The revolutionary theater troops HopeBird, which aims to drive out imperialism and end the war through the united people and the struggle of the people, will fight with the people of Europe against imperialism through the European tour. The World Anti-imperialist platform will unite under the banner of anti-imperialism and independence to form an anti-imperialist front in times of World War III. We will fight to end the US and NATO imperialist powers and their puppets, which are the common enemies of the people of the world, and realize a new world where the people become the master of the new society. We will continue to advance the struggle for the victory of October Revolution in our times under the scientific conviction, people of the world unite, and the people united will never defeat it. The final victory of the most just anti-imperialist camp is certain. Disband the NATO!
Yay!
Stop the imperialist drive to war!
Yay!
Withdraw all US troops out! The people united will never defeat it!
Yes, and we're going to do 3
Thank you.
again. Thank you. Is it?
Hallo. Ja, bedankt voor jullie komst allemaal. Wie er nog over zijn. Ik hoop dat jullie volgende keer, de laatste zondag van de maand, elke maand, ook weer terugkomen. Ik had nog een paar mensen die een gedichtje wilden voordragen. Een gedichtje wilden voordragen, dus andere mensen. Die hebben me mij laten zien. En, daar zijn ze. En een kleine speech. Dus voor de rest van de mensen, goede reis naar huis.